Counterfeit ICT devices add to this burden with their shorter lifespans, turning them into waste more quickly. Those further strain our capacity to manage e-waste capacity. And maybe at this juncture, I would like to tell us that we've now capacity at UCC to detect counterfeit phones and later switching them off the system. But usually, as you know, like our government works and the way we work, we are going to go through a very, very lengthy consultative process before we start on this process. So all along we've been asking you check whether you have a counterfeit phone. It's dangerous to your life. It's not good for our networks. That one is stopping now, because now we have the capacity to know every counterfeit phone on the network. And also we have the capacity to switch off that counterfeit phone. But obviously we are not doing this. I know our media friends, they can now leave everything we have said. And the last thing I will see tomorrow is screaming headline, UCC to switch off all counterfeit phones. Obviously later, after sensitizing people, because they are not good for your health, they are obviously bad for our networks, so later we shall convince you. Before even we switch it off, I think it's advisable that you dispose of that counterfeit. You put it in these bins of toa uchafu, because it is causing you a lot of problems. Like our people, our engineers and our scientists will be briefing you. But if those who won't do, after some time, after long periods of sensitization through Mr. Kizito's team, they will come, sensitize you. After that, after consulting, then we shall say, since you are not listening and you want to kill yourself, we will make sure that you don't kill yourself, so we'll switch it off. But we are not doing it tomorrow. We are doing it after a lot of sensitization. So if you want a headline, I can help you. You can just say, UCC acquires capacity to identify counterfeit phones. If you can give me that headline, I'll be very, very, very happy. But don't say we are going to switch off. We don't want to cause a lot of anxiety to our people, because most people bought these counterfeit without knowing. Because now with this capacity, what we are doing, you'll have now capacity at all these approved vendors to know a phone whether it is counterfeit before you buy it. Uganda Revenue Authority is hooking on on our portal. The customs will now know the phones that are coming in, whether they are counterfeit or not. The Uganda National Bureau of Standards, we are also giving them that capacity to know. So that's the reason why we can't switch you off immediately, because most of you just you fell victim to fraudulent cousin over the Ugandans over the way they do their business. So we cannot blame you. So we are not switching you off tomorrow or next week or next month. That will be done after sensitization. And I know when we sensitize you, you'll find it right to throw away that counterfeit phone, because it's not good for your life. You have to dispose it off. And of course, this is going really to make your disposal bins very, very busy after we have sensitized our people. Under Uganda's e-waste management policy, obusobozi bw'amaanyi nnyo mu technology system twagigula era yamaze okuba launched. Simu zonna tuzirina nga tulita mu mutimbagano gwa GSMA. Amasimu gonna agakolebwa gonna mu nsi yonna tugalina amatuufu. So tusobola kati okweringa system yaffe netunuulira essimu zonna eziri mu Uganda netubuulira ene etali ntuufu. Era tugenda kukikola ekyo, tujja kusooka tubabuulire, tujja basindigira message tugaa nti munnange essimu gy'olina eyo yakabi, gy'oli si ntuufu. Oba osobola gyejjeeko nga bukyali kubanga ejja kuleetera akabi. Mpola tugende nga tubasomesa mpola mpola. Kati essimu eziyingira mu ggwanga enfu zijja kukendeerera ddala kubanga bannaffe aba Revenue Authority bagenda okwekozesa ekyuma kino kigenda nabo bayambako. Aba National Bureau of Standards nabo kigenda kubayambako. Aye n'abantu baffe abagula amasimu ku bitongole ebiri approved ebitunda amasimu. Omuntu watonda gula simu through this system ojja kusobola okuyingizaamu kodi zitugenda okubawa osobola okucheckinga instantly essimu gy'oguze oba ntuufu oba si ntuufu. So kati omutawaana bwe tulina ziri ezaagulwa edda nga tetumanyi oba nga temumanyi ezo omutawaana we guli naye tujja kugenda ntusomesa mpola tujja kubuuza bakama baffe abatutwala mu by'obukulembeze baveeyo n'enkola gye tunaagoberera okuba nti nno tuyamba ku bantu baffe okwejja kw'essimu ez'ebikwangala ezakabye ennyo gye muli oba ezakabye ennyo gye tuli. Ate essimu ez'ebikwangala mpulira abantu abatamanyi balowooza nti essimu eziri chips ez'ebikwangala. Essimu ez'ebikwangala ezisinga ate zino eza high end kubanga bazicupula nnyo ezo okusinga ne zino ate ezi low end. Zino essimu zaffe nga zikatooki ojja kusanga ate yo nga ntuufu ya bbeeyi ntono naye ntuufu. Naye bangi bantu mulina iPhone nga za bikwangala, mulina zi Samsung nga za bikwangala nga bagikuguza ne ssente nnyingi naye nga ya kikwangala. Ate bambi nga tomanyi naye kakati ekyo twakiraba tutaddewo obusobozi nga tukozesa tekinologi okuba nti no tujja kubayamba kati tujja kuba tubategeeza project tugenda gironkinga nayo mu weeks nga 2 tujja kuba tubategeeza okuba nti no tweyamba kubanga essimu ezo si nnungi ku bulamu bwammwe ku bwaffe ate si nnungi ku netiwaaka zaffe. So tulina okuzijja ku bantu baffe okuyamba obulamu bwabwe. Tulina okuzijja ku netiwaaka zaffe okuba nti netiwaaka zaffe ziba nti zikozesebwa bulungi. Bikwangala nnyingi mu mikono z'abantu baffe nnyingi ddala kyendabyeko nnyingi ddala naye ku launch nja kubategeeza n'ennamba tuyinza ozibawa eziri exact. Is a key role in supporting safe, sustainable e-waste handling nationwide. Our work goes beyond licensing and regulation. It's about ensuring that ICT growth aligns with our national goals for environmental protection, public health, and responsible technology use. This initiative is designed to promote safe, formal, and environmentally sound management of end-of-life ICT equipment in Uganda. The goal is to establish a nationally applicable framework for e-waste collection that is aligned with Uganda's e-waste policy and circular economy objectives, whereby discarded devices are not simply thrown away, but recovered, repaired, or recycled, but of course responsibly. Madam PS, this is precisely why collection is critical. It's the gateway to proper handling, recycling, or disposal, and ultimately protection of public health and environment. Without structured collection systems, e-waste sits idle or is informally handled, exacerbating the cited risks above. Beyond the collection, the project is about building a long-term ecosystem for responsible e-waste management, where public awareness, regulatory alignment, data security, and environmental protection come together to support a cleaner and more sustainable digital future for Uganda. Like many initiatives we undertake, this requires collaboration with many stakeholders. I'm glad to report that besides our 2 implementing partners, Toa Uchafu, Nanusu, and Value Added Services Consult Limited, we have on board NEMA, KCCA, and Luero Industries. I thank them for their technical guidance and evaluation support. We also appreciate your ministry, Madam PS, for its policy leadership, and the National Steering Committee on E-Waste Management for its oversight and engagement. As I conclude, I urge all Ugandans to clear out their old, unused, or broken ICT devices and deposit them at the designated collection points. Remember, every phone, cable, computer, or TV you dispose of safely brings us closer to a cleaner, healthier Uganda. Together, let us declutter e-waste today. Thank you very much.